Hi Sagittarius, welcome to my channel, The Guided Intuitive, and thank you so much for being here. So I thought I would go ahead and finish up and do a read for you. This will be the second half of January 2021. It's going to be a love read for you and who, and it's going to be a general read. If you are looking for a personal read, go to The Guided Intuitive up here or in my description box, all right? All right, so let's jump into this. We're going to pull a card first for you in terms of love, because I think it's important to know that it starts with you first, right? And because of that, it can help you with your love relationship or whatever's brought you to my channel, okay? It's a one poignant question that's going to be important for you. And I did this with all of the reads of the first bi-weeklies of the month and the second bi-weeklies of January. So do check out your moon rising and your Venus signs too to get a little bit more insights, all right? So here it is. Here's what wants to come out for you. Okay, so let's take a look at what that is for you. Okay, what is it? What do we have here? Am I focused on what I want most? Okay, so that's a good question to ask yourself, okay? Especially those of you who might have more than one, or it's really, am I focused on, what I want most is what's coming through here. So this is, one reason a few of us maybe achieve what we really want is as a lot of times we're focused on many different things, right? And we never direct our focus and concentrate on one thing, right? And definitely, of course, that means concentrating our power on one thing as well, right? So most people kind of dabble a little bit here, maybe a little bit there, and kind of that type of thing. And what this is saying is that, this is about, making a decision and decide to really focus on one thing in particular. It could be a person, place, or thing that you want in your life, okay? And I know Tony Robbins talks about this too, is that, most people dabble their way through life and never decided on to master anything, in particular. And that's what this card really talks about as well. So this is saying get a little bit more focused on what it is that you want so you can manifest it to come in, better for yourself. So that's what's coming into play. So what we focus on grows. And so today, this is all about, kind of asking yourself as you reflect on things, what are my values and what adjustments do I need to make? And then from that point, prioritize, okay? So that is what is coming through for you here. I am going to pull a soul trees card, and I want to see what wants to come through for you here. And what can help you within this process? What can help you even more within this process? So what can help Sagittarius more, even more in this process in terms of the second half of January as it relates to love, okay, on what this is, all right? Because this is going to be really, really key, okay? So what is it that you want most? Person, place, or thing? It's asking you to focus on that, Sag. And what comes out? You have a psychic knowing of what this is, okay? So the card we get is psychic knowing. This is about tapping into your intuition, and because your intuition has got signs for you. That blue is all the communication, and that kind of that deep purple color, that's the third eye in terms of the perception. So it's going to communicate perception through you, okay? And that is all about psychic knowing. So there's a psychic knowing that you already know what this is, Sag, okay? So if you know what it is, share with our tribe below and fellow Sag. Get things going here, because that's going to really, really help other people to get a little bit more focused too. Yeah, and this is about, resisting, letting go of resistance of things that aren't, that are not part of your goals, okay? And that's really one of the biggest things. Get rid of any sort of resistance that might be standing in the way of this, and definitely overcoming that, I think, is going to be super key. So get rid of any sort of resistance that might be holding you back in this, okay? And that could be, guys, and I don't know why this is coming up, for some of you, this could be, people-pleasing tendencies that might be coming up. Now, some of you needed to hear that, but so I was kind of given a message to kind of come through and say that, because that's going to be very, very key, okay? Speak your needs and definitely be true to yourself, and resist, trying to make others happy and focus on make everyone else happy. Now it's time to make you happy, okay? And you know what that is, so focus on what it is that you want most. And if you don't know what that is, then, maybe it has to do with your life purpose, then do check out the video I have up here or in my description box. I'll put it there, okay? All right, so there you have it. So let's move on to your main spread and see what's going on for you. I know that the lighting is going to, we're just getting, at the very end of the sunlight here, so I wanted to do your read in a little bit of sunlight, but it looks like it's actually kind of shutting down a little bit. So we'll have to do it by candlelight. And I do have a candle right here, so this is going to help it kind of enlighten us as we move forward, but it gives us a little bit of a nice golden light. So let's take a look at where you're at right now. Okay, so where is Sag at right now? In fact, let's talk about how you feel about them. Let's talk about how you feel about them, Sag. Okay, so how do you feel about this other person, place, or thing right now? What's happening here? This card flipped over. There was one that flipped over. Here we go. Ooh, you see some sort of ending. I get the Death card. Let's just get this out of the gate here. But here's the beauty of this, okay? If you take a look at that sword, do you see that flower that's actually growing on that? This is actually, you bloom after something is let go. Something comes to an end. So that's what this is talking about, that. There is a blooming of something coming to life, okay? So, I always feel that this is an opportunity for you to bloom here. Let's take a look. So how you feel about them is about putting an end to something so something can change. Okay, let's just take a look at this even further. Okay, tell me a little bit more about this Death card and how Sag feels about them. You kind of feel that there's been some sort of ending. Okay, let's take a look. Yeah, as it pertains to lovers, could it be dealing with a Gemini, or if not that sign, it's someone that's exhibiting this energy. And I really feel that this is you kind of expressing your love. There's an end to a love situation or a situation at this particular point. Okay, so it's not always easy, guys. I know, but let's go a little bit further on how you feel about them. You've got a lot of love for them, but you put something to an end. There was probably some sort of choice that you had to make, and it was hidden, right? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius type energy. But this is about, putting something to an end. The Two of Swords is being at a stalemate, right? It's in, there's a choice that needs to be made. I don't know what's happened, but let's take a look at the Two of Swords. Let's clarify the Two of Swords and see what wants to come out for you here. This aside, the Two of Swords, what needs to come out for Sag for this Two of Swords? How does this person feel? How you feel about them is they have to make a choice in love, and they've got a lot of choices, okay? And the Seven of Cups, all right? So that's what I feel, that they feel that they have to put an end to something as it pertains to love, and they have to make a choice amongst a lot of the choices that they have. So that's what I see coming through for them right now, and how you feel about them. Anything else that wants to come through? Let's pull another deck of tarot and see what wants to come through. How you feel about them? How do you feel about them? Let's take a look at what that is. How you feel about them? Okay. What is it that? How does Sag feel about them? How do you feel about them? Okay. Yeah, you feel that. You feel that they've got a lot of choices. We get that, we kind of get like the Nine of Pentacles. The 9 is coming to fruition. This is Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo type energy. So this just tells me that there's a lot of, gratitude, luxury kind of in there. Maybe that you feel that a choice that leads to greater wealth. It could be that as well. So let's take a look at this other person on the other side here. Before we move forward, well, you know what? Let me do this one more thing. Hold on, guys. I'm actually going to pull something that's kind of like on how you feel about them, what wants to come through in terms of numerology, what wants to come through for Sag in terms of how you feel about them, anything that wants to come out. Communication, okay? So some form of communication is going to be necessary. So it looks like it's a 33 card that reduces to a 6. 6 is about a birthing of something new, okay? But this also, the gold color has to do with the solar plexus, the confidence. So confidence in communication here is necessary. So interesting. When I get this, it indicates, communicating thoughts and feelings and the courage to speak your truth. Maybe it's the courage to how you feel about them. Maybe it's the courage to speak the truth that, you really love them, okay? And maybe you really haven't told them that, or maybe they already know it, right? And so that's what's coming through instead of really keeping it to yourself, okay? This is about, maybe that you're in fear of judgment of any sort, but this is saying is that when you do so, you're going to release energy and promote a lot of, more healthy body, mind, and soul. So for those of you that haven't expressed, that seems to be what's coming through. You're being encouraged to communicate and express yourself. Now, this could be through writing, through speaking, through, music. It could be art, anything of the sort. But this is to really heal you. It's necessary to raise your vibration. And when you communicate, it also not only raises your vibration, but the vibration in the world. So interesting. Let's take a look at this other person on the other side, Sag. Let's take a look at what wants to come through for this other person. What is this other person happening with this other person on the other side here? What needs to come through for this other person on how they feel about you? How does this other person feel about you? Didn't flip over, so I'm not going to take it. How does this other person feel about you? And it didn't drop out either. So these three came out, so I'll take them. Okay, what is that? So what we have here is the 5 of Swords, 7 of Swords, and the 7 of Wands. Dang. So how they feel about you, I get the 5 of Swords. There's some sort of conflict. There's some sort of adversity in the relationship or situation that I seem, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius type energy. How this other person feels about you. Maybe there's some sort of conflict. And then I get a 7 of Swords, some sort of deception there's some sort of deception within the relationship or situation. 7 of Swords, again, really heavy Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Now they could be taking on this energy themselves, or that could be someone around them, or you. It could be that too. But the 7, and then I get the 7 of Wands. The 7s is all about having faith, and this is about pounding down any sort of competition, or persevering through what it is that they want to do. So how they feel about you is that they want to persevere, but I feel like they want to keep you at bay. I'm just saying that's kind of what I feel here. Maybe they're deceiving themselves and they have a conflict within themselves, and maybe they're not rightfully coming out and saying that. But it's what's coming through. Guys, I'm so sorry. I got to read what the cards say, what seems to be coming through, but they're kind of keeping competition at bay. And it could be that they're having a conflict within themselves as well at this particular moment. So that could be the case. Anything else that wants to come out? Oh, I got to read the cards as they come out here and what I feel is coming through. Love partnership. Yeah, isn't this interesting? This is about a love partnership. There's an ending with a brand new beginning. Now, for some, it could be an ending, of leaving a partner, or it could be, an ending of a partnership of some sort. And it could be also for some of you a new relationship, a next level of a partnership, which is a marriage or engagement. This card could go both ways here, okay? So it's a 26 card that reduces to an 8. Whatever it is, there is stability that is achieved through this, all right? Some sort of balance, because it falls to an 8, and that's an infinity symbol. And 8s are about change. So this is about a change in a relationship. There maybe has been some sort of conflict or situation within this person, within their current relationship, or their relationship with you, that is coming into play. What do you make together? Okay, Sag, let's take a look at what you make together. This wants to come out. 9 of Wands. Okay, so the 9s are all about coming to fruition. This is interesting. This is about, persistence. You both are kind of, you can kind of push each other on. What you make together is you're persevering in this relationship or situation. It's a continuous, you can persevere together. You help each other persevere. It's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Anything else? 4 of Wands. Home, happy home, harmony, and this also indicates marriage. So what you make together could be marriage. I'm telling you guys, there's something that's coming out through here. What you make together is a good foundation, stability that can lead to happy home, that can lead to marriage of some sort. So this is about continuing to persevere there. Okay, so that's what you make together. What you make together is balance, a home, harmony, okay? You make that. You make each other feel at home, okay? Anything else? The world. There's some sort of completion, okay? It could be travel or at a distance, but there's some sort of completion here, right? And perhaps you feel maybe there's some sort of ending or some sort of completion. It's a successful completion. Whatever you've done has been a successful completion together, okay? Anything else that wants to come through here? Knight of Cups. That's Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. So it looks like there's what you make together is love, an opportunity of love. Knights are about motion, that you're very romantic and charming with each other, okay? There's a lot of romance, here. There's no doubt about it. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. And then there's going to be, then there's communication that changes things, which is the 8 of Wands. The 8s are, again, about change. And these Wands are all about some sort of, travel change of some sort, okay? There's movement in this, okay? So there's some sort of travel or change here. Interesting. Anything else in terms of what you make together? What do you make together? Financial discipline. I think you kind of are keeping each other on track in terms of financial discipline. So maybe in terms of, coming together and helping each other get solid and grounded in terms of your foundation, it is really helping each other. It's a financial discipline. And the green is the heart chakra. So it could be financial discipline there. In terms of the heart, you both kind of share the same heartfelt, money's energy and that type of thing. So it could be that you both are disciplined in terms of your finances, or you help each other get disciplined in finances. What do you need to know most about them, Sag? What do you need to know most about them? Okay, and this fell to the ground. Let's see what this is. Let's take a look. What is this? What do you need to know most about them? Walking away, 8 of Cups. What you need to know most about them is they're kind of walking away from a relationship, from emotions in this relationship or situation, or they're walking away from something that of which is hidden. 8 of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. So, this is all about some sort of change. Yeah, it's about, they're walking away from some sort of disappointment in their life. That's what you need to know about them. Maybe they're going through a change in their love life, okay? Anything else? Ace of Wands, and this brings forth a lot of inspiration and creation for them, a new beginning, right? A potential for a new beginning when they walk away. They're going through a love relationship change, it looks like, guys. It's funny how all this kind of moves around and changes, yeah. And Nine of Swords, an ending of a relationship or situation, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So this is about coming to fruition. The Nine of Swords, that's all about depression, anxiety, and fear. That's what you need to know most about them. They might be experiencing some of that now, but the wheel is changing for them, okay? So they're going through that, but the things are going to change. This is Major Arcana. So things are changing for this other person to be moved, okay? What are the blockages and difficulties in this relationship or situation? What are the blockages and difficulties? Let's take a look at what that is. What is it? This is focusing on what didn't work rather than what the universe has for them up here, okay? So focusing on the emotions and the things that didn't work. And maybe, again, this person might be going through a love relationship change is what I see, and they're saddened about that, okay? I see that could be the case. Maybe there's some sort of blockages in terms of love, in terms of emotions and expression of love. But the thing is, whatever's happening, this is about... there's a disappointment, but it's kind of like they're contemplating on what didn't work. But whatever is happening is going to lead to something more stable, okay? Blockages and difficulties. Don't focus on what is not working, okay? This is about moving forward and knowing that the relationship or situation is protected. This is balancing out the light and the dark. So balancing out with that which didn't work, which that is still available. And this is seen as protected, right, by the universe, right? Moving forward, making change. The Chariot is Cancer energy, okay? Could be dealing with the Cancer. You might have it in your chart, right? But the blockages is preventing you there's a prevention of moving forward because someone's contemplating something right now, okay? Then I get the Six of Cups. So the Six of Cups is all about, the growth, all right? It's about, looking back at the past, the innocence, the past, the nostalgia, right? How things were as children, and how things were so much easier. So that's kind of what could be standing in the way. And then I get the Queen of Wands, standing in her power. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Now, this could be male or female. It's mostly focused on the energy, very creative, very powerful, very spiritual as well. You see the cat there is, too, involved in the esoteric, but this person creates what it is that they want. They go after what it is that they want. And so I really feel what's blocking is perhaps a Queen of Wands, someone who is in the esoteric studies, something of the sort there, but that's kind of the blockages. Anything else in terms of the blockages? Self-love. Yeah, it starts with self-love more than anything, okay? And emanating and vibrating that, right? In terms of your sacral chakra and then also the throat chakra, all forms of communication, okay? So really make sure that you're clearing out your throat chakra and your sacral chakra. It's going to, lead to giving a lot more faith in this relationship or situation. But self-love is a blockage. And so it's about really focusing on self-love is going to be key. And in order for that to happen, what needs to be surrendered here? Let's take a look. Surrender to spirit. Definitely focus on spirit, the universe. When you've done everything that you can in a relationship or situation, this is surrendering to spirit. Yes, stepping back and surrendering to spirit, let spirit take the wheel. And that's what this is saying. Yeah, turn it over to the divine, let spirit do its magic for you, okay? That's what's coming through here. What's your best way forward here, Sag? What's your best way forward here in the relationship or situation you're at? And note your comments below, guys, and definitely like and subscribe. Let me know if this resonates with you, and it helps my channel so much. I appreciate it. But yeah, definitely. Let's take a look. Best way forward for Sagittarius, last 2 weeks of January. What's most important for Sag? Strength. Having that Leo energy, right? Really having the courage and the strength to move forward, okay? Really focus on the strength that you have within you, Sag, okay? Focus on that strength. Anything else that wants to come through here? Queen of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. This is about, really using the sword as, your boundaries on what is going to be healthy for you, what's not. And what's not healthy for you is to get rid of that so it doesn't hold you back, okay? And that's going to be super key for you. So really, again, kind of that we talked about, and then psychic knowing, okay? So that's what seems to be coming through, and to focus on what you need to know most. All right. So Queen of Swords is very, very key. Okay. All right. So cutting things out. That's what you need to do to move forward. It's going to help you and lighten your load. What else is going to help you? The Two of Wands. Up. Okay. So Two of Wands. This is all about looking towards the future. Okay. This is looking towards the future and the insight, the foresight that you want to see moving forward, okay? So that's going to be key, okay? That was at the bottom of the deck, actually. So, and that's going to be key. That was underlying energy for you. So people-pleasing tendencies could be an underlying energy. But how you best need to move forward is to actually focus on self-love, and then bringing, about, mastering that vibration and bringing someone else in for you. But it's about strategy. It's about developing some sort of strategy and foresight and moving forward, Sag. Anything else? Ten of Wands. So the Ten of Wands is about letting go of the burdens, right? And it could be the burdens of, things that aren't focused on what you want most right now. So it's about letting go of the burdens that are holding you back from what it is that you want. And what could that be? Is there anything that numerology wants to say? The burdens holding you back? Yeah, no, this wants you to focus on your creativity. It wants you to get rid of the burdens that keep you away from your creativity. And that's having confidence in your creativity. That's the I am, okay? And I'm sorry if you guys can't see that with the glare there, but creativity is coming into play. I am going to pull a love oracle. Let me pull a love oracle, and let's see what wants to come through for the love cards and what is most important that Sag needs to know in this relationship or situation, okay? Let's take a look. Let's take a look at what this is, okay? Let's take a look at what that is. Here we go. What is it? Here it is. Ooh, this flew out. What is this? Drop into your heart. It wants you to drop into your heart because that's where that pearl is. All right. Interesting. Now it's a 68 card, 14 reducing to a 5. And 5s are about some sort of adversity and dropping into your heart. So maybe there's been something adversity there. Okay. Yeah, that's what this is saying. This tells me that the divine would like to offer you, help for your trouble. It wants to be that pearl in your heart. It wants you to receive a pearl as a gift that that it may return you some sort of blessing. Yeah, maybe you're going through some sort of burden right now is what this is talking about. And you're in need of some help and some light. And the divine is going to help you, and you're going to be graced by a gift in return. And that's that pearl within the heart. This is a beautiful card. Yeah, it's kind of like, in the darkness that sometimes that something can be built, kind of like the oyster that, has a pearl in there at the bottom of the sea where it's really, really dark, and that gem comes right out of because of it. So this is, that's what it's calling you. Wow, guys, you're going to have to tell me how this resonates with you. This is really beautiful. Note your comments below, guys. Let me know how this resonates. I look forward to seeing you next time, and definitely like and subscribe. And until next time, namaste.